Well, I think we all knew it was going to take something really interesting to get me to come back on YouTube and film a video. It's been easily over a year, I think, since I filmed my last video. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't even remember. I can't remember the last time I signed on. And here we are in the middle of quarantine. And I didn't expect that I would be coming on here with my roots showing so much. So just everybody hang in there, I think. I am on here for one reason and one reason only. Wayne Goss. I feel like this is such a full circle moment because actually very early on in my YouTube career, many years ago, if you want to call it a career, I filmed a video about Wayne Goss's very first brush collection. Subsequently filmed a video on every single one of his brushes beyond that first collection, but that was the first video that I ever filmed that did well, that like lots of people watched, and I was a tiny little channel. And I mean, I think I'd had my YouTube channel for a couple months, and that video changed my life for a couple reasons. One of those is because it was when I met Nils Johnson, one of the founders and the CEO of Beautylish Cosmetics, who has since become a tremendous friend and just amazing person in my life. And I attribute it always back to Wayne Goss because I got invited to a brush reveal for Wayne's very first collection at Shutters in Santa Monica, and it was a Beautylish event. Very few people got invited to it. I have no idea how I got on the list, and that is where I met Nils. And I am grateful to that day and grateful to whoever, however, put me on the list for that event because it was life-changing and still is. So obviously Wayne has been wildly successful with his beautiful foodie brush collection, handmade Japanese, just the like primo brushes out there. And for many of us that have been following Wayne or who have just been impacted by his career here on YouTube or even just his personality in general, I like to call him a friend. I think we have a across the pond friendship. We've interacted a handful of times over the last couple years just in terms of like beauty and being pro artists and also his brush collection. So this is a moment I have been waiting for a long time. He's been waiting for this even longer, but I am thrilled to show you today his initial core collection with his new Wayne Goss Cosmetics or Wayne Goss, I don't even know if it's Wayne Goss Cosmetics or Wayne Goss makeup line. So I think that this collection is a great preview for what is to come, what we can expect from Wayne in the future. And I think you're going to be just as excited as I am. I'm not going to apologize for the lighting. I'm not going to apologize for the background. This is not a filming studio. This is the exact same camera that I bought when I filmed my first video back in, I don't know, 2012 or 2013. So there's nothing fancy here, no fancy lighting. This is what it is. But I want to talk about the collection. I want to show you everything because I have everything in front of me. This collection does launch Tuesday at 10 a.m. on beautylish.com exclusively to Beautylish. And I'm going to talk about some of my favorite products. I'm going to talk about the products in general, and I'm going to do some swatches for you. I am wearing, obviously, on my lips today, one of his pencils and the lip gloss. Actually, I'm a total gloss girl. I love his lipsticks because they're a really creamy, hydrating formula, but at the end of the day, his glosses have absolutely stolen my heart, and I think you're probably going to feel the same way, especially if you are really happy to see the beauty trend pendulum swinging from matte lipstick back to a really fresh glossy lip. That's what I'm excited about. So let's talk about his packaging first. Just a very sleek black packaging, black enamel, says Wayne Goss. This is a nod to his original brushes. It's obviously his same typeface, same logo, but that black enamel handle of his first brush collection. So I think it's very beautiful. It's very cohesive. And you can see this is a smaller bullet, but I'm not mad at that because it's very chic, it's very sophisticated, and it looks very just luxe and minimal, if you will. So I think he did a great job on the packaging. And then his name is embossed here around the top of the bullet. So this first shade is Daisy. This is a pink beigey nude, and I'm going to just do a couple at a time so you can kind of see them together. That's a really pretty, very pretty shade, very wearable. That's one of the things I think you're going to really notice from his collection, is that this is his core collection for lips, and it feels very much like he was thinking about, what does the everyday woman wear? What do you wear every day? What do you reach for? This is Camila, and Camila is a beige with a peachy undertone, so it's like a beige peachy nude. That's very much like your nude girls. This is your lip, and it's nice because it's not going to give that dead lip like effect like a dead nude will, because it does have that pinky beige to it. This is Amaryllis. This is a soft pink everyday. I think this is going to be one of his best sellers in terms of shade, because it's just a really friendly shade. It's a beautiful pink, and it's going to be one of those ones that's just really easy to wear, but it's not a blue tone pink, which is kind of nice. So it's a little bit more versatile, if you will. This is Magnolia. This is his very sophisticated soft pink. I like this one a lot. I think this will be one of my favorites because that's a great shade for me, for my skin tone and my undertones. So that's Magnolia right there. So you can see these are the first 4 shades: Daisy, Camila, Amaryllis, and Magnolia. And probably for most of you, you'll look at those and think, I could wear any of those. And I would agree with you. They're very wearable, especially for a nude range. Next up is Dahlia, and Dahlia is a warm pink peachy pink. Really pretty, and kind of more of that like neutral undertone. Next up is Lotus. This is a deeper nude pink with a brown base. So this is going to be more in that true nude family, but with a deeper tone. So if you have a more pigmented lip, but you like a really good nude, that's a pretty one. That was Lotus. This is Lily. This is my favorite. I think this will be his bestseller easily. This is what I would describe and what Wayne described as a perfect pink. And it really is that dusty rose. It's that pink that we all buy over and over and over from every brand that we love. And it's just beautiful. It's very, very universally flattering in terms of a pink. This is a pink that I use professionally on a regular basis, but it's also a pink that I gravitate towards as a consumer. Next is Orchid. This is a burnt terracotta, and I think this is so beautiful. Just wait till you see this. And it's he has a couple things that I feel like are a more modern take on a 90s lip, and this Orchid is one of those. It's like, it is just a really pretty burnt orange. Okay, so again, here we have Dahlia, Lotus, Lily, and Orchid. The last 2 shades out of his 10 shade core lip collection are going to be your deeper shades. This is Carnation, and this is your pinky red. It's definitely more of a bold shade, but it's so beautiful. And I think it's more of a berry. It translates more red on camera, but it has more of like a berry feel to it to me than a red feel. And then Xenia, which is a fuchsia red, and a very beautiful wearable red. It's not too blue, it's not too pink, it's not too orange. It's just a really beautiful kind of like bricky red. That's Xenia. So in terms of wearability, you've got 10 colors that anybody is going to be able to comfortably and beautifully wear. And so you're really going to just have to pick based on what you gravitate towards the most. I do think that Lily being one of the most outstanding, and what is the other one that I think? I think Daisy is a really beautiful nude. So it's hard for me to pick my favorite beyond Lily. That's just a given for me. but just cohesively, they're so beautiful. It's a great color story, a very well thought out color story, and it was a great long-term and it was a great long-term strategy for Wayne, because he was looking at like, what are women gonna love and want to wear for years and years and years. Okay, next up, let's talk about these really chic, sexy glosses. I think the packaging is such a win. These give a glass-like effect on the lips, and there is a very, very subtle minty fresh smell. I mean, you can hardly smell it, but it is nice enough that it's really subtle. And I think it's a fair claim to say these give a really glassy finish and a glassy look to the lips, because I feel like that's what you can see on my lips in this video. And I didn't say this, but the lipsticks are $28, the glosses are $22, and the lip pencils are $14. So we'll get to those in a second. But this shade right here is Tulip. This is your like total nude in terms of a lip gloss. This does appear to have a micro shimmer in it as well, to give it kind of just a very subtle kind of just shimmer to it. It's not picking up well on camera, but you can see it with the naked eye, so I think you'll be able to see it on the lips. But you can see that is your like beigey, very pale nude, which is really pretty. I think a gloss like that is a great gloss to mix with a lip pencil, or just kind of for an everyday, but I do think with a lip pencil, it's great for every day. Next is Antique Rose. This is so stunning. This is a beige rose. It's a beige with rose gold, and silver in it, and you can really see the shimmer on this one. Out of all of them, I feel like this has the most, well, not the most shimmer, there's one more that does, but this has a lot of shimmer and shine to it. This is probably your better everyday, just really wearable if you want just a really nice like shiny glossy lip, or for a lip topper. Oh, it's so pretty. Harder to get this one to come up on camera, I've noticed, but I think you're gonna love that one. I think that'll be really popular. This is Hyacinth. This is a soft peachy pink. This is a great everyday color for a lip gloss for getting a nice like color deposit. Where these are more sheer and shimmery and shiny, this is going to give you that like really pretty just finish if you need to whip something on really quick. If we ever get to the point where we're leaving leaving our homes without masks on, that's your everyday color right there. That's Hyacinth. This is Hibiscus. This is a blonde rose gold, and I think this is so pretty. This is something that I would really gravitate towards even in an eye look, because I love anything rose gold. Oh, you know what? You can really see the shine on those when that light kind of catches it. And then the last three shades of lip gloss are some of my favorites. This is Cherry Blossom, and this is your neutral pink. This is going to be very wearable for most of you. A lot of you are going to really gravitate towards this. It's just very pretty. It's very easy. I had a hard time deciding which one I was going to wear, and I almost selected that one, but instead I went with Petunia. And Petunia is a deep nude, and it's just a showstopper. These two, either one of them are fantastic, but oh, this is so pretty. In fact, let's just, why not? Very last one is Chrysanthemum, and this is a brown gold. This is so high shine. This is really, really beautiful. This is going to be great on any skin tone too, but on a medium to a deeper skin tone, this is going to just be that like liquid molten lava, really beautiful bronze. Look at that, look at that shine. Really nice, really, really nice. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these have really basically stolen my heart. I do like the lipsticks a lot. I think the formula is very nice and it's very comfortable to wear, but the lip glosses are just, to get this much pigment out of some of them with that much shine, I'm really into it. Okay, and the last part of the collection is the Essential Lip Pencil, and this is a very true pencil where you're going to be able to get that really nice sharp point. It's not too soft. It doesn't pull at the lips either. I noticed when I was applying them, I felt that it was very comfortable in terms of application, but it is a really nice, very sharp pencil. So this is Vintage Pink. And this is your soft pink nude with a little little bit of beige to it. Let me see if I can make that swatch a little bigger for you. So this is kind of just like that everyday nude that you need in your collection. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, and it's gonna look nice with anything topped over it. The next one is Mauve, and this is more of a spicy nude. This is really pretty. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the ones that I think is like kind of something that everybody needs in their arsenal, their beauty arsenal, is a lip liner this color, because in a pinch, that with a little dab of gloss and you have a beautiful, impactful lip. Now my favorite out of the collection is Natural Berry. And Natural Berry is the perfect base for like any pink or peach lipstick. And it's so pretty. It has that like dusty rose to it. And this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Natural Berry with the Petunia gloss like over the top of it. So this is my like #1 winning combination in terms of the two, like in terms of mixing the two. Now the next one is Sepia, and this is your like stronger brown spice. And this is one of those things that I think is a really modern take on a 90s lip. It almost has a little bit of grayish to it, but it doesn't. It's like, it doesn't look like you're in a morgue. It just looks like that really cool 90s, just spicy brown lip. And I want you to see what happens like when it's blended. Oh, give me a break. Look at that. That is something else. That's so pretty. And last but not least is Cinnamon. This is your classic red lip. And it does have a little bit of brown undertone to it, so it's not too bricky. I mean, it's not too red. It's more of that like bricky red, which gives a lot of depth to a red lip, and it's just really nice. So that's the entire collection. That's all 22 pieces from this launch, all core collection, very versatile and really wearable. So I think you're gonna have a really difficult time choosing what you like or what you want to start with. But I do have a sense that you're going to be really happy no matter where you go, no matter what direction you go with this collection. Wherever you start, you're probably going to really like it. And you are going to like the formula. You're going to like the texture. I love this gloss because it's not sticky. You know, sometimes with a really glassy gloss, you can see like the lines where it's like sticking, right? And it's like, and your lips are like kind of stuck together. That's not this. This is really comfortable, very, very, just a really fresh feel on the lips, if you know what I mean. So I think probably congratulations are definitely in order for Wayne on this beautiful bespoke collection. He did formulate this from the ground up. This isn't one of those situations where an influencer or a makeup artist went to a lab and bought an existing formula to slap their name on it and maybe played around with some of the colors. That's really common nowadays. That's like what we see most often. This isn't one of those situations. This is a situation where somebody formulated the formula from like the ground zero and added and augmented and subtracted and changed it to get the right formula. And that's a lot of work. There's a lot of time that goes into that. And I think the reward is going to be in the fact that beauty lovers globally are going to be obsessed with this line. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not going to make any promises about being back or anything like that, but I do think you can expect to see me every time Wayne launches something new with his collection. So anyway, I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and making the most of surviving this pandemic. So anyway, I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.